Hey everybody, it's Dave and we are going to be talking today about on-demand. I am a huge fan of on-demand and I don't think on-demand has done as well as it could have done, and I think I've figured out why. And so what I want to talk to you guys about today is that and a different way to maybe wrap our heads around on-demand and then really market the on-demand product. So for those of you who don't know, if you don't know about on-demand, you gotta wake up, okay? When you're a club member, a Team Beachbody Premium Club member, so there's two types of membership. There's a free membership and there's the premium membership. Premium membership has a couple different options for how you can pay for it. There's a quarterly membership that costs you like $38.87 a quarter. There is a semi-annual, meaning you'll be billed twice a year, membership that's about $60. And then for about $100, you can just pay for an annual membership. So if you do that out, the annual membership for you is about a $55 savings. So you might want to think about just switching that over. And there's an FAQ on that. If you guys remind me, I will post that below in the comments. I can see I'm not in the frame here for the live shots. I'm just going to kind of twist this that way. This is crazy. This is fun. I've got so much going on. For those of you watching this on this camera, I'm also filming this live on Facebook. So it's kind of a new little experiment here. We'll see how it works out. So here is the thing with on-demand. Let's kind of run through this and talk about what you get and value and all that stuff. So if you buy a challenge pack, you are signed up for a free 30-day trial of on-demand. If you buy the club challenge pack, you actually get a 90-day club membership. So that's kind of an important little distinction to understand. The 30-day free trial either comes with the challenge pack, or people can just sign up for a free 30-day trial of on-demand. When you do that, here's what you get, okay? And if you buy the challenge pack, you get 90 days of the same thing. You get a premium club membership. Again, with the free membership, you don't get access to on-demand. You get some of the other resources, a lot of the other resources, but not on-demand, which is the big one. As a premium club member, you get a 10% discount, all right? You get a 10% discount. The customer has to cancel, where they get automatically charged. I think this is one of those things that's really important to communicate to our customers. When you buy a challenge pack, I want you to understand that you're gonna get a free 30-day trial of this, which is cool, or a 90-day membership if you get the challenge pack. If you don't cancel it, you're going to be charged. I am trying to figure out a best practices way to calendar that, to make sure that we're following up with people, and most importantly, to understand when somebody signs up for a free trial, because right now at the back office it's a little bit tricky, I think, for how to do that. But they've got to cancel or they're going to get charged at this quarterly rate of $38.87, right? Here's what they get, though. What they get is access to 33 programs. And I'll just read you a couple of them. These are in the back office, by the way, in the sales and marketing division. There's just a little fact sheet, product training guide on the Team Beachbody Club. It's all of the P90X programs, the original 2 and 3, including the deluxe versions. All 3 volumes of One-on-One, Insanity, including Deluxe, Asylum Volume 1, Insanity the Asylum Volume 1, Insanity the Asylum Volume 2, Turbo Fire and the Advanced Workouts, Brazil Butt Lift, Chalene Extreme, 10-Minute Trainer, Hip Hop Abs, Tai Chang, Rev Abs Deluxe, Rockin' Body Deluxe, Shanti Dance Party, Power 90, Turbo Jam, Total Body Solutions, Yoga Body Ballet, Hale Kalama Kino, I don't speak Hawaiian, Power Half Hour, Great Body Guaranteed, CJ's Get on the Ball, I don't even know what that is. Kathy Smith's Project U, which was a type 2 diabetic program that we put out years ago, and Slim in 6. Here's what that's like. That's like going to the Cheesecake Factory for somebody. I don't know if you've ever been to the Cheesecake Factory, but the Cheesecake Factory is a restaurant that literally serves everything. I was just looking at their meal because I was kind of interested by it. They have 250 dishes that they make every single day. I don't like going to the Cheesecake Factory because when I go to the Cheesecake Factory, I don't know what to order because I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I usually think about those things before I go to a restaurant and say, you know, tonight, Mexican, and then I go to a Mexican restaurant. Instead, you can go to the Cheesecake Factory and you can order whatever you want from this crazy extensive menu. That's a lot like the free trial. Tremendous value. However, there's just kind of so much in it that's a little bit too much for people to understand and diagnose. Here's the other thing you don't get. Here's what's not included in this free trial, right? Or if you continue to pay and you become a paying customer and a paying club member, you still don't get nutrition. You don't get the nutrition guides. You don't get Shakeology. You don't get the performance line, etc. I think that's a big problem that we need as coaches. We need to help people navigate. Not having all the nutrition guides is really, I think, something that's affecting people's results. The other programs that are not included unless you pay for them, right? You can unlock them or upgrade them, or if you buy the box, you have sort of two options with 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Size, Country Heat, Pio, Insanity Max 30, P90, and 22-minute hardcore. And I think P90 is going to be included up here in the free stuff pretty soon. If you buy the DVDs, they automatically get unlocked if you are a club member and have access to on-demand. That's what happened with me. I just bought 22-minute hardcore. About 48 hours after I bought it, boom, there it was in my on-demand subscription along with Body Beast, which is the other program that I own. That is, should have been on this list. Yeah, Body Beast is one of those programs. Or maybe Body Beast is up here, I can't remember. So many programs, which is the problem. This is the problem that I want to talk to you guys about and how to market on demand. I think the way that I have approached on demand and the way a lot of people have approached on demand, and I will tell you that I've spent most of the day today understanding the math behind the subscriptions, how much we get paid for everything, then talking to some of the top people in the company about why more people aren't using on demand. The general consensus from all of us seems to be that it's like going to the Cheesecake Factory. The problem with on-demand is there's just too much going on here, and most of us are marketing it that way. We're marketing it as come to the Cheesecake Factory. So I'm telling you, hey, I've got a 30-day free trial of 33 programs, which are 60 to 90-day programs. That's totally overwhelming for people. And most people, when you're presented with that many options, when you go to the Cheesecake Factory, most people do a couple different things. Some do all three. Some people get overwhelmed. Some people get super indecisive. Some people just can't make up their mind because they have too many choices. Now, Beachbody's adding the yoga retreat to all this, which I think is cool. I think it's fantastic. We've been asking for a yoga program. That'll be up here in the blue section that's free. Here's what I'm advocating as far as marketing on demand and a shift in what we're doing. Pitch it this way. It's a 30-day free trial of not of on-demand, not of 33 Beachbody programs, but of one program. The yoga retreat. Fine, use that. Great. I'm probably going to use P90X3 up here, right? So that'll be what I'm talking about. I'm saying you get a 30-day free trial of P90X3. Now, I'm not going to talk about the other programs. When they go in there and they see the other programs, it's highly likely that they're going to go, oh my God, there's all this other stuff. Yeah, sure, there's all that other stuff. If you want to look at that, go ahead and look at that. But remember what you wanted. You wanted 30 days of P90X. I'm going to make sure they get the calendar so that they have that like straight away. And they have an ability to just get going right then and there with one thing. One of the problems that has happened, and it's caused kind of this weird trickle-down effect, is that people are doing 15 different programs at once. I'm totally guilty of this. They do these like hybrid workouts. Let me tell you what my hybrid workout is. Don't do leg day, and if it's super, super hard, do something else. Those are what my hybrids tend to look like. I think that's happening for a lot of people. I think they're jumping around. They're doing all kinds of different programs. They're not really sure why they're not getting the results. Not following a calendar that's been designed by a fitness professional and knows exactly what they're doing. They're just kind of grabbing and doing all the workouts that they like doing which doesn't necessarily get them results. There are certain workouts I do like doing. I'm going to continue doing those workouts. But right now, I'm doing 22-minute hardcore, period. If I have some extra time, I did a little bit of Body Beast yesterday. I did like a little arm workout, but I made sure that I nailed my 22-minute hardcore workout first. Because that's the genesis of our company. That's who we are as a company. We're people who pick a program and do a program. This is fantastic, but it's caused people to be very scattered. And they don't really know what they're doing, and a lot of people are doing a lot of different stuff. That's not what a customer needs, especially not somebody who's just getting started. So I'm going to focus on P90X3. And if you're one of my customers and you start with a 30-day free trial, I'm going to note that date. I'm going to mark it down for about a 20-day follow-up with you, and I'm going to see how you're doing. Hopefully, I'm building a relationship in the meantime. But definitely 20 days. At 20 days, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to say, hey, in 10 days, that 30-day free trial is going to expire. When it expires, unless you cancel it, you're going to get automatically charged. So I'm going to communicate that to them so that people aren't getting, that just always bothers people. I know that's like an annoying thing for me, is these reoccurring charges that happen on your card, especially if it wasn't clear to me that that was going to happen. And that's the type of thing that would really annoy me and turn me off. If I had somebody come to me, like Dollar Shave Club does this every month when I order, they send me an email and they're like, hey, are you sure you want this thing? And I go, and I don't need it, but I keep them coming anyway because they're establishing a really positive experience for me. I'm going to follow up with them. And I'm going to talk to them, and I'm going to make sure that they're doing their thing. First of all, that they know that if they don't cancel the deal, they're going to get charged. They're going to get charged this $38.87 a quarter, or they have the semi-annual or annual membership options as well. But what I'm really going to encourage them to do is say, look, if you're killing it on day 20 of P90X3, keep going. I'm also going to start to talk to them about Shakeology, hopefully during this time, building relationships. I mean, it's a calendaring something that I hope I don't have to calendar, that I'm hoping is really becomes more automatic, and I'm just starting to build a relationship and helping them get through X3. Now, why am I doing X3? Well, one, it's half hour. You could do T25, you could do whatever program. I'm just giving you an idea of what I'm going to do. You have to figure out who you are. Here's what I would keep in mind. What is the program that I can upgrade them to that isn't in this free list? For me, that's 22-minute hardcore. All right, if they like Tony and they like P90X, probably gonna like 22-minute hardcore. I like it because it's Tony, and I just like Tony's program. That's why I got my Don't Smash Your Face shirt on, because I really like the way Tony's style. I like what he does. I'm really enjoying 22-minute hardcore. I could do the same thing with Power 90, 10-minute trainer. Shoot, what was the other one? There's another tone. I mean, any of the P90X workouts. Oh, there was another one that was just escaping me, though. That was more of an entry level. Oh, P90, I think, is going to end up here. And when it does, that's where I'm going to start people. To start people, let me give you a 30-day free trial of P90, assuming they move it up to the free trial, with the idea that what I really want to get you to do is 22-minute hardcore after you're done with P90. P90 is the perfect starter program, which is why I think it really belongs up here. It's like a newer, greater starter program for people if you want to get started down the Tony train. Now, if you're a Shanti person, maybe you want to start people off with hip hop abs and move them to size, or you want to start them off with insanity and move them to max 30. Maybe you're not an autumn person, starting with, I don't know what else is up here of autumns. Not a whole lot. Autumn stuff is mostly down here in the gotta pay to play version of things. But hopefully you can see you could start somebody on a program like TurboFire or Chalene Extreme and move them into PIO. Okay, but what I'm suggesting you do is, yes, there's tremendous value. 33 programs is amazing for how much you pay for this thing. It's just too confusing. Okay, we're just sending people off to the Cheesecake Factory and giving them 250 options, and they can't make a choice, and they're crippled by that. And so they don't end up doing a specific program. What happens when you don't do a program? Well, you don't build a story around the program. I mean, if you were on the call yesterday, one of the things I talked about was building a story that pulls people along yesterday. This was a live stream I did yesterday, where I talked about leadership, and I talked about being a leader of self, and I talked about the big piece of that, building a story that pulls people along with you as you get out of your mess. That's how Beachbody has been successful over the years. It's a group of people who said, I'm in a mess, and maybe that mess is in your skull, maybe that mess is the spare tire you're carrying around, or whatever it is, or some sort of a medical issue. I had this problem, I found Beachbody as a solution, I did whatever you did as a part of a solution, and then I got out of my mess, and here I am now. That's the structure of a really, really successful story. Part of what's going on with on-demand is nobody's building a story around anything other than maybe on-demand. But it's this skitter, scatter, jump around, kind of do whatever thing that's not really helping you build your business. Might be helping you with your fitness, I hope, but I think if you start with doing one program yourself, like really first and foremost, doing one program yourself, but then marketing on demand as a 30-day free trial of, boom, whatever it is you're going to do, and you have to know who you are and who your audience is, If your audience is a Shaun T audience, man, run with that. Use Shaun T stuff and get them to move to size or max 30 if that's ultimately where you want to go. Or just get them started on the free trial and get them going on a program so they're doing one program, not this challenge du jour thing where you're doing a different thing every day. That might be great for somebody who's done 4 or 5 programs and is just a little bit bored with one specific thing. For most people, that's just a scatter and a lack of focus. What I want to encourage you guys to do is market the free trial of a specific program. Option number 2, maybe, I'm going to try both of these, but I really am strongly thinking about just going 30-day free trial of P90X3, is to give people a couple options. And those options would be things like Power 90 10-minute trainer or P90X3 for free. And then encouraging them to work with me and talk to me and find the program that's right. But get them to see that there's a progression. There's all these different programs. Pick one. Let's stop this sort of disjointed, scattered, running around thing. And I'm telling you, when I say that I've spent the day talking to some of the most successful people in this business, I really and truly mean that. That's what I did today. I talked to a lot of crazy successful people in this business. Everybody agrees with me that part of the struggle right now is people are not doing individual programs. They're just push and play on whatever they feel like doing. It means they're not getting the results that they really want to get. They're not challenging themselves, which means they maybe don't need the performance line. They maybe think they don't need Shakeology because they're not getting a physical box. There's a way you can just unlock these programs. Like I bought 22-minute hardcore, I bought the DVDs. I bought the DVDs, why? Because I wanted the nutrition guide, and I wanted the calendar, and I didn't want to have to print all that stuff up. And I wanted the DVDs. What happens if my internet's down? Where I work out in the garage, the internet connection is not super great out there. It's a little bit better because I've been tweaking it. I wanted to have the DVDs, but I could have just as easily unlocked it. And when you're unlocking it, you don't get the nutrition guides. They're there, you can print them up. Would you go print up a 30, 40 page color document? I don't think so. That's not what's happening. And I think people are missing out on a lot of stuff right here, the nutrition aspect. That's where we've built our business, guys. If you want to know how to build a successful Team Beachbody business, it's through Shakeology or the performance line. The residual income you get from people reordering those supplements. And the great thing is they get better results. You just get better results when you use the nutritional programs. And I think we've gotten away from all that, and it's just very sort of scattered. And there just isn't the necessary focus that really needs to be there in order to accomplish what we want to do, which is getting people the most results that we can get. So my encouragement to you is think about these programs, go through the list. Again, you can get the product training guide. It looks like this. It's a 4-page document. Under the sales and marketing section, you're looking for the Team Beachbody Club logo. So as you go down, it's all the way down to the bottom. It's on the bottom row. It says Team Beachbody Club. And if you look there, you'll be able to find that product guide. It'll tell you what programs are included, which ones you have to pay extra to get, essentially. Give some thought to what program you're going to take people from for the free trial into then continuing on the plan. So again, if it's 30 days free of P90X3, when we come up for their renewal, I'm going to tell them, hey man, keep going. Like if that X3 is working for you, keep going. Because I know if I can help them get results with P90X3, they're way more likely to become a coach, And they're way more likely to want to go, yeah, I love Tony. Let's do 22-minute hardcore. Or maybe, I'm not so into Tony. Let me go check out Sean. And maybe they just use their membership to try insanity and get results and create a story around insanity. That is going to have them way more likely to become coaches. All right, so that's it for our little simulcast tonight. Hopefully this all makes sense. I'm looking forward to comments below. And if you have questions, let me know. My job is to help you make sense of all this stuff. Thank you so much for those of you guys watching live and for everybody watching on the rebroadcast. That's it for me. Looking forward to your questions.